Hey guys, my name's AJ. I've been driving Uber for about 2 months now, and I'm just here to give you a little quick breakdown of the pros, the cons, the goods, the bads of Uber delivery driving in 2017. I've written down a few things over my 100 trips, and just here to share them with you. Maybe you're thinking about doing Uber, maybe you're just curious about the delivery end of it, and you've ordered Uber Eats before. So here's just a little quick breakdown. I'll start with the pros. The pros, there's no sign up cost. It's so easy to sign up to drive Uber Eats. Um, you take pictures. They send you this. You download the app. You take pictures of your license, your registration, and your insurance card, and they get back to you. Usually within 3 days. You're ready to go. Ready to start receiving orders. So it's super easy. You work when you want. You can go online when you want to work. You just click this little button that dings you online, and you can go offline when you don't want to work. So I found that it's just best to go online when the most traffic is possible. So lunchtime, dinner time is when you'll get most of your dings. I found. And that's kind of when I go on, because I don't want to just go on for one trip. I want to block out my time so I get the most dings for deliveries possible within a time frame. So just a little breakdown of the price. You get $5.10 for every delivery you pick up, and then after that it's $1.60 per kilometer. Now bear in mind, this is before the Uber fee. So Uber will actually take out a percentage of what the recipient of the food pays, and they take about 30%. That's a rough estimate. That's about what it is though. But I mean, to be honest, the pros you can find pretty easy. Uber will give you the pros, because those are very positive. But I'm gonna get into just a little bit of things that aren't so awesome about driving Uber. I mean, like I said, it's overall a very positive experience, especially for the season of life that I'm in right now. It's an awesome way to make some extra cash. You work when you want. It's overall pretty great. But let's get into some of the cons. Let's start with waiting at restaurants. So how it's supposed to work is the restaurant will notify the driver closest to the restaurant when the food is ready for pickup. That's how it's supposed to happen. Very often, the restaurant will try to, kind of speed the process along, not wait too long for the pickup, and they'll ding the order ready for pickup before it's actually ready. In this case, you could be 2 minutes away from the restaurant. You pull up to the restaurant and it's not ready for pickup. So they're finishing the order. They're like, oh, if you ask them about it, they'll be like, oh, sorry, we thought you'd take longer, or we're busy. We're trying to, get this moving. Whatever the excuse is, it's not the most fun, because you could be waiting around for quite a while sometimes. I mean, we waited 20 minutes one time to pick up an order, and that's kind of huge, especially when you're trying to maximize earnings for the time that you're out there. So that can be annoying. Filling your own cups. Some restaurants will make you fill your own cup. That's not a huge deal, but it is kind of frustrating, because our job as Uber delivery drivers is to arrive at the restaurant, pick up the food, confirm the order, and start the delivery. So it should be a really quick process. It can get kind of frustrating sometimes. Third is not getting dings. You're not guaranteed to get deliveries. So what will happen is you'll go online. When you do receive an order, you'll get this ding, and it'll tell you how far away you are from the restaurant. You have 15 seconds to accept it or not accept it, and that's awesome. Sometimes it is pretty quick. You're only waiting a couple minutes between orders. Sometimes you drop off and you get a ding right away, but other times you're not so lucky. Like I said, you can try to hit those those hot times of the day, lunchtime, dinner time, where you're more likely to get consistent dings, but sometimes, you don't get as lucky. I've waited for hours, sometimes. So that's something you really have to consider. The other one is getting a ding that's far away. Getting a delivery request where the pickup is far away. I've gotten a delivery request that was 16 minutes away just to get to the restaurant. Bear in mind, you're not getting paid to drive to the restaurant. You're not getting paid for your time to get to the restaurant. So that's not the most lucrative type of delivery to accept. Usually I try to avoid these ones, but there are these things called hourly guarantees. And with Uber delivery, you can get a guaranteed hourly wage through Uber at certain times. They'll notify you when these times are. So it's a promotion. And a contingency of this is you have to accept, sometimes it's different, but 80 to 90% of your requests. So you get that 16-minute away delivery, you're obligated to take it if you want to cash in on the hourly guarantee promotion. So that's kind of a way that they kind of put you in a corner. If I'm sure, it's tough. It's kind of up to you. Do you want to risk it and not cash in on the hourly guarantee, or save your gas and wait for something closer? So it's a toss up in that way. Nextly, the Uber GPS. I think if you ask around, many people have problems with the Uber GPS. Whether it being the people's house is in a kind of an obscure location and the navigation just is not right at all. Usually, I don't want to say usually, hopefully the recipient knows that the location pin is off, and they'll either call you or text you the right directions. That can be helpful, but it's still just an extra frustration. Also, I've had delivery requests, dings, that they say the restaurant is only 2-3 minutes away. I accept it, and then it ends up being 10-12 minutes away, which is very frustrating, especially when you're trying to maximize like acceptance of deliveries. So that can be really frustrating. Uber definitely needs to work on that. The GPS needs to be tight. It needs to be the locations need to be perfect, because you can add so much time to a delivery if the location's not right. So that's something that they really need to figure out. Let's see. If you do have a problem, this is next. It's extremely difficult to actually talk to an Uber representative. I have yet to. I've tried to find a number for countless times, and it's very tough. I think it's possible, probably. I haven't done it. What I have found is if you email them, they are prompt to respond most of the time, and usually pretty understanding. There will be an English, at least, typer on the other end, from what I've found. But it's kind of frustrating because no one wants to work for a computer, and it sometimes feels like that. When you can't contact and talk to a real person, when you have an issue with a delivery, you have a fare issue, things that are concernable, you can't even talk to someone. So that's annoying. But with that said, they're pretty prompt with the email responses. So those are just a few things driving in 2017. Let me say one more thing. There is a thing where you can accept multiple deliveries from the same place. So if you're on your way to a restaurant, you can get another ding for that same restaurant and pick up 2 orders at the same restaurant and then deliver to their 2 separate destinations. That can be pretty cool. That's a way to maximize some earnings. So that's another positive. But that's about all I have. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. Like I said, overall, it's been a pretty positive experience. In between jobs right now, coaching on the side, so it's been a really good way to make some money. Just moved to a new city. I Uber drive in Cincinnati, so if you have any questions pertaining specifically to Cincinnati, that'd be great too. But I don't know, get out there. You'll probably find your own positives and negatives. The great thing is it's so easy to sign up. So if you're just thinking, that this may be something that you want to try out, I would say go for it. You've got insurance, you've got a car, you've got a smartphone, you've got a job with Uber. So try it out. If you have any questions, seriously comment. I'll try to get back to you guys. I hope I covered most of your questions. But yeah, get out there, and it really help. I'm gonna send my referral down in the comments or down in the information section of this video. Use it. You get $50. So if you just sign up with Uber alone, you won't get any bonus. But after your first 20 trips, if you use my referral, you'll get a $50 bonus just like that. So it'll be added to your weekly pay stub. That's another good point. You do get paid weekly by Uber. The pay stub goes out around Monday. You get paid around Wednesday, Thursday. And if you're really in need of the cash, you can actually request your paycheck like immediately. So if you have money racked up in the app, you can just say pay me now. It costs 50 cents, I do believe, and you can get paid right then. But yeah, please use my referral. You get $50. I'll get 100 or 200, so it's really helpful for me. Good luck. See how it goes. It's kind of like no love lost if it doesn't work out for you. Try it and you don't really find it's the right thing. But yeah, get out there. See what happens. It can be awesome sometimes. You can get longer deliveries because you do get paid by the mile. You can jump on the highway and do long deliveries. Get really good payouts there. Some people are super generous and tip you, so it can be a pretty good gig sometimes. And it doesn't feel. I'm sure if you're doing like 8-hour days, I don't do that. I'll jump out maybe 3 or 4 hours a day, but it doesn't feel like a super intense job. It's not like you have a boss breathing down your neck. Pay is decent for the most part. Oh, one thing I should definitely add is you are a contract worker. Definitely understand this because you will owe taxes at the end of the year. There are greater tax than you would get if you were employed by someone and not a contractor. So definitely make sure to understand your tax situation. But it's essentially you'll just pay more at the end of the year. So that's about it. Uber can offer you gas discounts if you've completed so many orders, phone discounts. You get a free Pandora listening account for at least a trial. It's pretty good. So just get in your car, jam out, go work a little bit. But I don't know. Hope it goes well for you guys. God bless you. Good luck.